Hello people, welcome to another review from Shady Reviews, and today we are going to review the perfume Trillium by Emir Paris Corner. And this perfume is inspired, or you can also call it a clone of the perfume Elysium by Roja Perfumes. Now, before we go into this, we'll just have to spend a little bit of time talking about Elysium. Now, Elysium is a masterpiece. There's no doubt about that. It's one of my favorite perfumes of all time because it's so fresh, invigorating. You can wear it anytime. It's extremely versatile. And before I bought Elysium, I just had a small sample from Roja, the 2.5 ml official sample spray, and I used that. I loved that sample spray of Elysium, and then I decided it was a little bit pricey, right? It's around $300, 24,000 Indian rupees. So then I decided, okay, let me buy Trillium Emir and see how it is. And I really like this. I love this as well, but still, I felt that something was missing, and then I had to go back and again purchase a full bottle of Elysium by Roja. Now, Elysium is one of those iconic, citrus scents. It's got an amazing DNA. It's very, very fresh at the top, very natural, and despite what people say about the weak performance, for me it performs really well. On clothes it lasts for until the next day, and off the skin it projects quite a bit for at least 6 hours, which is great for me. So I don't know why people complain about weak projection and sillage. It's actually a very good performer. Now, coming to Trillium, to emulate such an iconic perfume like Elysium is to fill in some very big shoes, and there are many clones out there. I don't want to name the brands, but I know a few Indian perfumers who have tried to emulate Elysium, but they have failed in the sense they haven't captured the essence of Elysium, which is that bright, sparkling, fresh citrus blast, which actually captivates you. Most of the clones, they go very high on the perfume oils. They make it more dense. Maybe the clones last a longer time, but they do not have that fresh burst right at the start, which is, I think, the highlight of Elysium. But when it comes to Trillium, actually they have managed to capture that particular initial freshness blast. But before we go there, just looking at the bottle, and you can say the bottle looks very premium for the price that you pay. I picked this up for around 2,400 rupees, which is around $30, and it's a very good deal. If you compare the bottle side to side, Emir has done an excellent job. The bottle is heavy. You got thick glass, you got a very thick base. Even the cap is made to replicate the Roja caps with the crystals on top. So when it comes to a presentation, for the price, I think Trillium has exceeded the price point. You're getting more than what you're paid for. Now, coming to the scent itself, like I said earlier, the other clones couldn't capture that particular freshness and sparkliness of Elysium, but this one does it very, very well. Though not to perfection, there are still some notable differences, but compared to what's there in the market, I think this is probably the best. Now, just to spray, it's got a very good sprayer. A nice misty blast comes. And this freshness is what have been missing in the other clones. It's very, very good. It immediately, it lightens up your mood. It livens you up. Now, there's a difference between the opening of this and the opening of Trillium. The difference is that the first citrus blast, the grapefruit that comes out of Elysium is more natural. You feel that there's an actual fruit which has been crushed, and the the juice from that has been sprayed upon you. Whereas in Trillium, what I feel is the scent that comes out, though it's very fresh and very sparkly, it's still a little bit, there is a little bit, I think, a chemical touch to it. It's not as natural as Roja Elysium, but still, given it's not natural, but still it's very pleasing. Though it's there is a small chemical touch, I don't think that's a downside given the price point. It's still very captivating. Now the second thing is, the difference is Elysium has also got a little bit of musk, which underlies the entire the fragrance journey, which is not there in Trillium. And this is one of the qualities I like about Elysium, and that's why I went for a full bottle in spite of having this over here. It's because this kind of a scent character was mind-blowing. The freshness balanced by a little bit of musk. There's also some spiciness and a little bit of fruitiness also to this. Now that natural I'd say angle to the perfume is missing in this, but nevertheless it does a very good job of copying the DNA of Trillium. Now after a few minutes, maybe after half an hour or so, you'll get the fruity nuances of from this as well. You'll start smelling a little bit of maybe blackcurrant or apple in the background. I cannot pinpoint the exact fruit over there, but you'll get a slight fruitiness in this fragrance journey of Trillium. And then when it comes to the dry down, it's kind of similar, but again in Roja it becomes a very nice musky woody scent. Here this also becomes slightly woody but without the musk. So I think a very good job by Paris Corner Emir to capture the essence of Elysium. I use this extensively. It's a very easy to grab fragrance and easy to wear fragrance. Now coming to the performance of this, this one is quite good. I would say I got around 3 to 5 hours from the skin, which is pretty good given the price point. But I think the highlight of this is that initial blast, and that for 1 hour you will be smelling really fresh. The people around you will want to get near to you to get a whiff of that. So that freshness is alluring. It pulls people into you to see who's that who's smelling so fresh. The same thing happens with Elysium as well. Elysium, I think the reactions are even more better because the quality is so good and it's so natural that people are just drawn to this. Trillium, not as much as Elysium, but definitely I feel it is, the opening is something to die for. People will come close and maybe even ask you, what is that you're wearing. So performance wise, the initial first hour is the best, and then it slowly starts getting closer to the skin, but you still get a good performance for close to 4 hours. On clothes, it might last even more. Probably you'll get around 8 hours on your clothes. You can use it for an entire day. You spray it in the morning, you come back home, you'll still be able to get it on your clothes. Whereas compared to Elysium, I would say Elysium, it lasts even the next day. So I sprayed once, anytime I sprayed on my clothes, I can even pick it up on the clothes the next day as well. And this projects very well for me. And even after 6-7 hours, I can still feel that bubble around myself. Normally I go nose blind to many scents, but Elysium is something that I never go nose blind to. It's always there around me. Trillium, not on par with Roja when compared to performance, but it's still worth it given the price that you're paying. You will get a performance of 4 hours on skin and also close to 8 hours on clothes. Now, occasions to wear, I'd say this can be worn like Elysium on casual occasions, probably an evening or even a morning where you just dressed up very casually, meeting friends, etc. It is versatile. You can even wear it to the office, but I think in the office it might be a little bit too playful. It's too, fresh, too bubbly. So that's why I don't wear this much to the office. Though still you can rock it in the office if you have that. If you're wearing those kind of clothes, if it's a fun event in office, you can still wear it and go to office. But I reserve this for very casual occasions where I'm meeting up with friends, there's nothing serious happening. So those kind of occasions I wear Trillium, and I normally use this when I don't want to use this because the price point on this is very high, and on some occasions I don't want to splurge a lot of sprays. So then I reach out to this because it's only 1/10 the cost, and I kind of get the similar feeling. Elysium, I reserve it for those very special casual occasions. I do not use this very casually. I make sure that the scent deserves that aura, the clothes that goes well with this. But this one you can use it a little bit more casually, and you can wear it any time of the day. It's very versatile. It will suit spring, summer the best. But having said that, you can also use this in autumn and even winter as well, because it's got the same DNA. It's very versatile, and it can suit any season. And even age wise, I think even the younger crowd can use this because of the playful DNA, and it also can be worn by people in their 40s or 50s as well. Like I said, it's a very playful DNA, but also having said that, it's versatile as well. It's just a very fresh scent that anyone can wear and enjoy. Now, can you blind buy this? I would say definitely yes. Okay, definitely you can blind buy this. It's only $30, or sometimes in discounters you can get it for $25. You can even find this for, when it comes to Indian rupees, you can find this for around 2000 rupees. And for the juice that you're getting, 100 ml, this kind of bottle presentation, and also with the scent profile, which is quite similar to Elysium, better than all the other clones, I think definitely this can be a blind buy. So let me know what you think. Has anyone tried this? And if you feel something different, just put it down in the comments, and have a nice day. Bye.